Hi everyone.
Hi.
Today we're going to show you some of the new Coles keto low carb products that we have found, and also there is some of our old favorites in there as well.
Yes, and if you are a Coles shopper, you should definitely check out, we have 3 other videos dedicated to keto products at Coles. We also have grocery hauls from Woolworths, Aldi, Costco, all Australian supermarkets. So definitely check those videos out, and we are going to be doing some more grocery hauls coming up, so subscribe so you don't miss out on those. I will also say we're not going to be filming in the supermarkets because we've been kicked out and we don't want to go through that again.
And I can't handle the nerves I get, so like, yeah. Anyway, we're not filming us talking in Coles anymore. We filmed some things there and we're going to go over them now.
Heading in there to see what is new. Are you ready?
There's a lot of new stuff too, I think. The other thing I was going to say is these are products. So we all know that you can buy meat and veg at the supermarket. It is mostly what we buy when we go to the supermarket, but these are products that will fit a low carb or a keto lifestyle.
Okay, so the first thing we came across in our Coles was the fancy cheese kind of section, and they had 2 really good keto friendly cracker options. So the brand is called OB's Finest, and they have a newer one is a 3 seed cracker, and it's actually like a small seeded cracker. And they also have those really yummy parmesan crackers that are super expensive but also delicious.
So the parmesan crackers are $10.50 for a packet. So that is definitely a splurge item. The seeded crackers are $6.50 for a packet, and the carbs are under 1 gram per serve. So definitely low carb and keto, but price on the parmesan, we're aware, very splurge item.
Okay, next we went straight to the cold meats section, and a new product that's just popped up at our Coles are the Cook with Curtis Stone, who's Coles ambassador chef. He has a range of flavoured minced meats. So there was Italian, Mexican and Chinese. So there was the 3 options. The Italian and the Mexican ones, the ingredients were awesome, just spices and mince. The Chinese one was low in carb, but some of the ingredients you might want to avoid depending on your version of keto. But a really quick, good option to grab, like the mince has already got the spices in it. Get a tomato, a lettuce, you know, an avocado, and you've got like a Mexican taco bowl pretty quickly.
Each packet was $9 for 500 grams of mince, and they ranged between 2 to 3 grams of carbs per serve, so really good, and the clean ones, very good.
Okay, now we love the Cleavers organic meat range. They seem to have an ever increasing range of items at our supermarket, which is awesome to see. They have hamburgers, they have sausages,
best hot dogs on the market.
Yeah, the hot dogs are super clean ingredients. I mean, all of their products have really clean ingredients. Some have honey, so you just have to pick and choose what suits you. But they also had a marinated leg of lamb that had really clean ingredients and very low carb.
The leg of lamb was $35 a kilo. Lamb is expensive, we all know that. But the thing I like about that is it's all marinated, ready to go, and you can just pop it on the barbie and your protein is done. And it was less than 1 gram of carbs with marinade, so that is very good.
Yeah, so definitely check out Cleaver's organic meats.
So still in the beef section, Coles have started making these kind of flavoured meats that you would cook in the slow cooker, and they had a beef madras and a beef bourguignon that were both 1 to 2 grams of carbs per serve, $12 for it. You needed to add some of your own ingredients, like a carrot or an onion or something like that, but another great option if you couldn't be bothered thinking about what you were going to make for the meal the next day.
I think it's already cooked. It was a slow cook, yeah, but it was slow cooked meat to save you the time of having to slow cook it.
Okay.
So I think it was already cooked, and then you were just putting it together with some other ingredients.
And you just put it in the pot for 5-10 minutes.
Just heating it up, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so a super quick and good low carb option. So another section of our Coles that seems to be always growing is the Coles Made Easy section. So it's in next to the refrigerated meat section, and it is kind of prepared, not cooked meats like marinated lamb, chicken wrapped in prosciutto. So something that you can easily, it's already prepared, you just need to probably cook it at home. And it has quite prominently on it the time that it takes to cook. So like 40, 20, 10, 15 minutes or whatever. So they had quite a few options, and some of them were actually pretty low carb.
I found some that ranged between 1 to 3 grams of carbs with the marinade or the sauce or whatever was with it. When you're choosing what you're looking at, you're going to know. If it says sweet or honey, they're not going to fit. But you can really pick out Greek style or prosciutto wrapped chicken. You can kind of go, maybe that will fit, turn it over, check it. Cost wise, it ranged from around $10 to $12 for the meat.
Yeah, and I think most of them serve 2 people, and you'd just need like a side probably to go with it, like a salad or some cauliflower rice. Now the sausage section. Definitely choose your own adventure, because a lot of them are going to have lots of ingredients and fillers and sugar and things that you're trying to avoid, so that's up to you. We did see a good option which I hadn't seen before, which was from the Primo brand, and it was a pork and beef chorizo.
So the carbs on the sausages were 1 per serve, which I'm guessing was 1 sausage, and they were $7 for a packet.
Okay, something else we wanted to mention, not necessarily a new product, but something we have been having a lot lately, is hot smoked salmon. So it's in the normal smoked salmon section at Coles. It's not actually hot, it's a cold product. It just means it's been hot smoked rather than cold smoked. So those thin sliced smoked salmon, the thin pink slices that you think of, are cold smoked, whereas this is hot smoked, so it's more looks like a fillet of cooked salmon. So you can get like a piece that's been vacuum packed, and all the ingredients on it is salmon and salt. They also have a pepper version that's really yummy, and it's just salt, salmon and pepper. So it's a really great option for us to have in the fridge, and it's just like a quick grab and go lunch with some salad for Dan.
I've been taking it for lunch quite regularly lately, and it's really handy to just have a packet of that in the fridge. For those days where we don't have leftovers or something and we're like, what am I going to have for lunch? We'll just throw that together. For a packet, you get kind of 2 small salmon fillets, and they're $7 and 1 gram, less than 1 gram of carbs. So the carbs is not an issue. So next we move into the more pantry aisles section of the supermarket, and let's talk wraps, because wraps are very popular.
Slash controversial.
Yes. One of the best ones at the supermarket that you can buy is the Simpson pantry wraps. They have 2 versions. They have kind of like a light and low carb one and a higher protein low carb one. One is just on 8 and one is a little bit over 8 grams of carbs per serve. So still quite high for a wrap, in that you've still got to put things in it and then eat 1 or 2 other meals for the day. So
yeah,
probably not a keto option, but probably a good low carb option. Also something we probably wouldn't eat ourselves, because they do still have wheat in them, and we try to avoid wheat products because of the inflammatory effects it can have on our body.
Yes, and speaking along the lines of wheat and whatnot, they also have the Alpine bread at Coles, which is probably taste-wise my preferred kind of supermarket bread option, but again, not something we would eat regularly because it's full of wheat and inflammatory products.
If you're following along, the low carb wraps, the Simpson Pantry ones are $5. I want to say there's 6 wraps in there.
Yeah, and they're quite fragile, probably, but they're fine. There was actually 2 really good almond butter options at our Coles. There was actually a Coles brand one, which was the cheapest option, and then Nutty Bruce had one, and they were super clean ingredients, just almonds and salt. That's what you want to look for when you're looking for a nut butter. You just want it to be the nuts and maybe some salt. Yeah.
The Coles one was cheaper. So the Coles one was about $7 and the Nutty Bruce one was closer to $9. And the place to find those is in like where you find peanut butter.
Yeah, and they were both less than 1 gram of carb per serve.
So in the health food section, one of our favourite pasta sauces that you can get in the supermarket is Keep It Cleaner. Now if you're looking for them, they are in the health food section, not where the Dolmios is, okay? They, like it says in the name, the ingredients are super clean and they're $4 for a jar that's going to make a 4 of spag bowl or something like that. Yeah,
but they don't have sugar or like vegetable oils, which you're probably going to find in the more traditional pasta sauce brand. So that's a really good option. Also in the health food section, they have the Olina's seed crackers. So they're kind of the long rectangle ones you might have seen. There's 3 different varieties, but you want to get the sunflower seed or pepita options. They're the lowest carb ones. And I think they're $5 a packet. A relatively new product are the Whittakers brand. Whittakers Chocolates have a kind of dark gourmet range. Now in our Coles, it's not with the regular chocolate, it's away in a separate section, so you might have to scout it out at your Coles. But they have a 76%, an 86% and a 92%. So there's 3 different options and they're $5 a block, and we really like the flavour of them more so than Lindt chocolate, even though they're a bit higher in carbs.
Just keep in mind, the higher up you go in the percentage, the lower down you go in the carbs. So the 76% was about 9 grams per serve and the 92 was about between 6 and 7 per serve. So it's a little bit high in carbs, but for us it's a special occasion, kind of something if we want that special Whittaker's
and it's
feel.
A really nice chocolate.
It's really nice.
Check it out. Something else we usually have at home is a flavoured sparkling mineral water. So it's not sweetened at all, it's just a sparkling mineral water with a bit of fruity flavour in it. And so some good options are like the Mount Franklin sparkling. They have like a lime and a raspberry, I think. And I really like the Frantelle kind of can options. They do have a new one that's passion fruit in like a purple box, which looks really good. I haven't tried it yet and I really like passion fruit, so that's probably the next one I'm going to try. But yeah, sparkling mineral water can really hit the spot rather than having a sweet, like even like a diet soft drink.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a broth, a bone broth at the supermarket, the best one that we have found is the Campbell's bone broth. It's in a little gold bottle. It's about that big, and it's found where all the other kind of stocks and broths are. It's $7 and it's under a gram of carb per serve, but really clean ingredients, no sugar or anything.
And I think it's only the chicken flavour. I'm pretty sure the beef flavour had some sugar in it. But it's really only the clean ingredient bone broth I've seen you can get at the supermarket. There's plenty of bone broth options online, but that's the only supermarket option I've seen.
You can always make your own, which is what we do most of the time.
So one exciting development is we can now get the Lakanto monkfruit and erythritol sweeteners in Coles. We used to only be able to get them at Woolworths, and Coles even have their own brand of monkfruit and erythritol sweetener. So it's great to have some competition in that section, and the Coles one is cheaper than Lakanto. I haven't compared the flavours of them, but I'm sure they're pretty similar.
The Coles one is $7, so it's about a couple of dollars cheaper than the Lakanto one. So if you've liked the Coles one, let us know in the comments below, because it's something on our list to give a try. Another product that is really exciting to see in Coles is the mingle seasoning. We have loved this product for almost our whole keto, probably more than our keto journey, I think 4 to 5 years. What we love about them is the ingredients. There are no fillers, there are no sugars, and they have some great spice blends.
Yeah, so I think in Coles you can get, there's like a curry in a hurry, there's a taco seasoning, and a few other options. They don't have their whole range there, but you can get others online. But awesome to be able to go into Coles, grab a seasoning mix that you know doesn't have any crap in it, and you can easily make dinner. Okay, avocado oil, something else that's relatively new to Coles, and Coles also even have their own version now. So they have an extra virgin avocado oil, and it's $6 for 200 mils, which is half the price of the other brand that they sell, which is pretty expensive. I will just say both of the options that they have at Coles are like a really kind of thick green oil, I think because they're extra virgin, so they're not like refined at all. So if you want to use it to make mayo, your mayo might have a bit of a green tinge or quite a strong flavour. So the best avocado oil I think for making mayo is the Chosen Foods one, which is only available at Costco in Australia. So if you have a Costco membership, definitely stock up on avocado oil, or you know, beg your family or friends who have a Costco membership to hook you up.
So now we are moving into the kind of cold fridge section. Something that was pointed out in our Facebook group were the raw protein snacks, and it kind of had 3 little sections, and it included chicken breast, almonds and cheese. So I think they were about $5 for a packet. When I would grab that was, you know, if I was hungry and I needed something to eat in the car when I left the supermarket.
Yeah, and I think they were about 4 grams of carbs. It depended which version you got because there was a few different ones. Another good grab and go option that they had in the same section at our Coles were some little kind of prosciutto or salami wrapped around cheese sticks. So they're like 4 little rolls in a little packet, and it was $7. So Coles in their refrigerated section also have ready meals, like fresh ready meals, and they have a low carb range. But buyer beware. We had 3 options at our Coles: a butter chicken, a chili con carne, and a Thai green curry. Only one of those would actually be classed as low carb.
So the butter chicken was 8 grams of carbs. The other 2 were over 40 grams of carbs. The Thai green curry had rice with it, and the chili con carne had beans with it. And we have had people in the group complain to Coles about it because they are all branded low carb, and Coles came back and said anything that is under 50 grams of carb is low carb in their opinion. Now, in our opinion, that is not what we would class as low carb. So the real takeaway from this is you have to turn it over and check for yourself what the ingredients are and what the carb count is, because they are trying to reel you in by naming it low carb, and it's not even what you probably would even class yourself as low carb.
Yeah, but the butter chicken, a good option.
The butter chicken
comes with cauliflower rice.
Go with the butter chicken. We now have multiple low carb yogurt options in our supermarkets. Can you believe it? We have the Too Good yogurts. They are very new to our Coles. We did a whole taste test video on those, so if you're interested in finding out more about the Too Good's yogurts, we've done a whole video, so go and check that out.
Yeah, but they're quite low in carb, and they're about $2.50 per single serve. You can also get the single serve Yo Pros, which are a little bit higher in carbs, but they're still like a low carb option, right? Yeah.
And people in our Facebook group do enjoy the Yo Pro and the Too Good yogurts, but if you've watched our Too Good yogurts video, we weren't big fans.
We really love the Tamar Valley like plain Greek yogurt. It's super creamy and yummy, and you can just add fruit to it. But we were excited to see that they had a Tamar Valley like a fruit flavoured yogurt that said no added sugar, and it was actually sweetened with stevia and erythritol. So it was just, there was carbs a bit from the fruit and the yogurt. I think they were about 6 to 7 grams of carbs per serve, which is pretty good for a yogurt. And these were, there was like passion fruit, blueberry or strawberry, I think.
Yeah. And they come in like a bigger tub. So that was about 700 grams for the tub, and you kind of portion that up yourself.
We did try it, and we preferred probably just the plain Greek yogurt and add our own flavouring, because it kind of watered down the creaminess a little bit, but still good to have a fruit flavoured option that's not sweetened with sugar. Now, in case you don't know, in Australia, at Coles Supermarket, the best keto-friendly ice cream, hands down, is Donata. We have a whole video doing a taste test of all the flavours. It is delicious. But we've talked about that in lots of videos, so we're not going to go into that today. But there is a new ice cream, just in time for summer, a Licks, it's called Licks, and it's like icy ice cream on a stick.
Like a paddle pop.
Well, people have said in our Facebook group, it tastes like a chocolate paddle pop.
Well, based on what people have said, I'd need to taste it for myself.
But yeah, definitely check it out. So it comes in like a box of 4, and it's $8.50.
And each paddle pop, oh, wow, paddle pop already in the head. Each individual serve is about 2 grams of carbs per serve.
Yeah, and there's 2 different flavours, so vanilla, latte, and double chocolate. So definitely something to look out for, and probably a good option because you've got built-in portion control.
Yes, which you don't have in the Donata.
So that is it, our wrap up of our latest kind of keto-friendly options at Coles and some of our old faithful products. We hope that you've found this video useful and can, you know, get on the lookout for some of these products at your Coles.
I will say this is by no far an exhaustive list of everything you can buy at the supermarket.
That's true.
Please, if we have missed your favourite products that you love and are always in your shopping cart, please pop them in the comments below so we can check them out and add them to our next one.
If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We have more videos like this coming out every week.
Thanks for watching. Bye.